Ladies and gentlemen, we also have online our past president Samuel Kolawole FCIS, past president Bode Ayeku FCIS, and the council member Alhaji Tijani Habibu FCIS. And we have our contractors here, Fortuna Engineering. They are all here. Please, can you stand up for recognition? Thank you. Okay, the MD and the chairman. The name, sir? Ade Ayola. Okay, sir. The chairman, Mr. Olakpade Ayola, is here. Mr. Banji Ayola. Thank you, sir. And the representative of the consultant, Prince. Okay, Mr. Adeoti Abbas. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, so still part of our introduction, we have the representative of Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria. She is Oluwatoyin Naiwo, FCIPM. She is the registrar CEO at CIPM. She's representing the president in council of CIPM. Thank you, madam, for coming. Do we also still have any other person from the professional body that we have? Okay, so also we have here one of our council member, Madam Benedicta Shadari, FCIS. Please, for recognition, can we see you? Benedicta Shadari. Okay, so you are welcome. All right, so as our other guests come around, we will be introducing them. Yes. All right, so we'll be moving forward, and then we'll be calling on our consultant contractor to step forward just to come and give us a brief introduction. Please, we are time conscious. You are going to give us a brief about the building. Sorry, 1 minute. All right, so please, before we call on our contractors, please, we want to have our president in council to come and give us a brief address about this occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, the president, Institute of Chartered Secretary and Administrator of Nigeria, until she takes the microphone for me, please. A round of applause, louder and loudest for her. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. I would have to stand this way so I can face everybody, so I don't back you. So I have butterflies in my tummy. I don't know why. Indeed, today is the day that the Lord has made, and we'll rejoice and be glad in it. I want to specially recognize our revered past president, our Baba, for many years, even up until last year. Okay. Baba J.A.A. Adebayo, FCIS. Baba would always come for all our national conferences. Please, can you beam the searchlight on Baba so that people can see the glorious and gracious man I'm talking about, who still shows so much passion for this institute after many decades of being president. Baba, we appreciate you, sir. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord continue to strengthen you for us. Okay, let me just go through my list of protocols. I needed to do that for Baba. I want to thank everyone for being here this morning. And I will start by recognizing none other than our global VP. I call her global. For those who do not know, standing before you this morning is the #1 chartered secretary in the world, because she is a recipient of the very maiden edition of the Global Governance Awards that held about 3 months ago in Malaysia, organized by the Corporate Secretaries International Association. Thank you, Madam VP, for putting Nixon on the map and for putting the nation on the map. And Madam VP is wearing 2 caps today, actually, as our VP and also the chairman of the building committee. Another round of applause for her. Our honorary treasurer, Mr. Francis Olawale, FCIS. To our immediate past president, they have put Mr. on this, but I'll call him Omoba. Taiwo Gbengao Kalade, FCIS. Thank you for gracing this occasion. Of course, you don't have a choice. He's a member of the office bearers, so he just has to be here. Members of the governing council, they've all been introduced. I hope that, I'm sure we still have some online that are yet to be introduced. So please, Mr. Moderator and Registrar, please have an updated list, because I'm sure some of our council members are also online. We've recognized those who are here physically with us. I recognize you all. Thank you for coming. Madam Linda, Madam Jacqueline, Mrs. Lasende, Mrs. Shadare. Who else is there? The veteran elder and the elder from Abuja, Mr. Pelewura. Thank you so much. Mr. Pelewura came all the way from Abuja. Please, let's appreciate him. And walking in majestically is my sister, the Permanent Secretary, Debt Management Office, Lagos State, Mrs. Alake Sanusi. Thank you so much for honoring us today. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to recognize representatives of other professional bodies who are here, our invited guests, all other dignitaries here present, and I'd also like to specially recognize, just as the moderator had introduced them earlier on, our contractors. Fortuna, thank you so much. The chairman and the MD are here, and also our consultants, fellow chartered secretaries here present and also online, members of the Fourth Estate of the Realm, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I most heartily welcome you all to this historic event in the annals of our great institute, the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria, ICSAN. Being the day we are performing the sword turning ceremony of our dream project, the construction of a new national secretariat of the institute. I thought we'd be excited about that. A sword turning, or groundbreaking as it is otherwise known, is a ceremony that is performed on the first day of construction of a building or other project by the symbolic digging of the ground with a shovel or other modern contrivance like a tractor, etc. And this formally signifies the commencement of the construction project. As we set to perform this commemorative turning of the sword today, in this permanent site of our National Secretariat, let me briefly say a word or two about the Institute. Our institute, ICSAN, is a leading and recognized professional body in Nigeria dedicated to enhancing the status and practice of corporate governance and public administration. ICSAN is the only professional body authorized in Nigeria to conduct the examinations leading to qualification as charter secretary and administrators. Our vision is to be the foremost professional institution in the country in corporate governance and public administration, while our mission is the promotion and advancement of the efficient administration of commerce, industry, public and private and non-governmental establishment by the continued development of the study and practice of corporate secretaryship and administration. ICSAN started in Nigeria in 1944 as an associate of the international body based in Britain, and elected its first president in 1966, which is about 58 years ago. The institute became chartered in 1991 by an act of parliament. ICSAN is a member of the Corporate Secretaries International Association, a global organization that is the voice of corporate secretaries and governance professionals globally. Over the years, we have consistently promoted the ideals of corporate governance through periodic issuance of policy papers and guidance materials on corporate governance and public administration. For the past 58 years, ICSAN has regularly produced seasoned professionals who have contributed and who continue to contribute to the nation's economic advancement. With respect to the ICSAN certification, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Our education curriculum is expansive and robust, and it has actually been acclaimed as one of the very best in the professional educational scheme in Africa, if not the world. Our aspiring members are trained in law, finance, accounting, administration, strategy development, and corporate governance. Our graduates are thoroughly baked, competent, and well-equipped with requisite skills to excel not only in our core areas of specialization as chartered secretaries and administrators, but indeed in any sphere within the corporate governance value chain. Today, ICSAN is reputed as a champion of corporate governance, a sounding board on due process and ethical integrity, as well as a beacon of light on governance matters. Now, back to the event for which we are all gathered here, which is the sword turning ceremony of our National Secretariat. We have been nurturing the idea of constructing a befitting National Secretariat for our institute for many decades now. And let me pause here to again recognize, in addition to Baba Adebayo, whom I had recognized earlier, all our past presidents. Please, can we give a resounding applause? All our past presidents. We have here in our midst PP Dr. Nosike Agoke. Where is he? Doctor. Oh, okay. All right. Dr. Nosike Agoke is here physically with us. We have a number of apologies from some of our other past presidents. But when I say that this, what we are doing today has been in the work and in the works and conceived many years ago, you would know that successive administration have also worked tirelessly to bring us to where we are today. So once again, we want to appreciate all our past presidents and let them know that what we're doing today is actually as a result of the foundation that they laid. Please appreciate them once again. Thank you very much. So there have been very many propositions on the issues of scale that the National Secretariat should have over the years. The most memorable being the one proposed during the ICSAN at 50th anniversary in 2016, when an impressive 15-story ICSAN tower was proposed and conceived. I'm sure you will think that must have been very ambitious. The actualization of that dream in the form of a major landscape in the Alausa Central Business District topography was botched, unfortunately, when the agreement we were finalizing with a foreign partner did not pull through. Since then, economic realities and pragmatism have swayed our discretion to a more modest proposition. Hence, the current prototype, which is here right before you, was unveiled at the 2021 Annual Dinner Awards during the annual conference of the Institute. And it is instructive. AG and PS, I'd like your kind attention to what I'm about to say. It is instructive that during that 2021 annual dinner, the Governor of Lagos State, His Excellency, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, was conferred with the prestigious ICSAN Award for Excellence in Corporate Governance individual category. Let's appreciate our governor. Yes, indeed. So we can say that that prototype was unveiled on a day that His Excellency was also honored by ICSAN. The current prototype is conceived as a modest 4-story building, albeit with very modern and state-of-the-art facilities. The prototype of this building is proudly displayed here, like I said earlier. We believe that it is a dream that is possible and achievable. Do you believe that with us? That yes is very low. Especially with the goodwill and support of all our stakeholders, we believe that it is achievable. And the good book tells me that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. We haven't seen this one in a prototype, so indeed we can and we will by the special grace of God. A resounding amen. While the Institute has a giant profile as a leading voice on corporate governance in Nigeria and has made noticeable impact in this space, the reality is that our financial strength is limited. As a matter of fact, our main source of revenue as an institution is the subscriptions from our members and income from trainings and other paid programs. Funding of Myriad, and the bulk of these revenues are routinely channeled into operational costs and funding of myriads of activities necessitated by our mission and to actualize every other exigencies. Therefore, we have not been able to accumulate the kind of fund, as you can imagine, that can conveniently cater for this project. Hence the delay that we have experienced up till now. However, at this point, now and today, as you are witnessing this history, we have decided to take the bull by the horn and start off with whatever resources we can muster, hoping to succeed by all legitimate means, our stakeholders, and indeed by the help of God. As today marks the first day of construction of this dream project, we hereby once again call on all our members, all those who have made diverse promises, and indeed all our stakeholders of goodwill, not to forget to come to our aid at this time when the Institute is in need of both financial and material resources, as well as support through cash and kind to actualize this project. Before I conclude my welcome remarks, please permit me to specially appreciate the great efforts of both the current members of the building committee as well as the alumni of the committee. Please, can you rise again for recognition? Please kindly appreciate them for me. Thank you for the great job that you have been doing and that you are still doing and that you will continue to do until we have our dream project unveiled. Thank you so much, gentlemen, and our Amazon, the VP herself, leading the team. By the way, I'm also a proud alumni of that committee. Okay, so my special thanks also go to one of our past presidents, PP Akim Oguniran, FCIS, who has been playing a very important and excellent advisory role to the building committee right from inception without getting tired of doing so. PP Oguniran has been assisting with invaluable advice per time on technical issues with respect to the project. To all our other revered past presidents, we cannot thank you enough. Thank you, Doctor. You stepped in back just at the right time. I had spoken about you earlier on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you because you did not finish your tenures and turn your back on the Institute. You continue to show up, you continue to give us leadership, you continue to guide. We appreciate all our past presidents once again. May God continue to bless you all for your selfless service to our beloved Institute. Yes, appreciate them if you want to. They deserve all the accolades. Today's event is indeed a tribute to all the efforts by our past presidents. I've said that. Their excos and other numerous persons and entities who have contributed in one way or the other to the building project thus far, including our technical partners, I had mentioned them, our consultants, our contractors, and so on and so forth. Ultimately, my deepest appreciation goes to every single member of ICSAN. If you are a member of ICSAN and you are under the sound of my voice this morning, give yourself a resounding applause. Thank you. When you are online, I hope you can also give yourself some kudos where you are, because your support and commitment for this institute is indeed unparalleled, and we'll continue to count on that support as we go along. Together we can, together we will. A note was brought to me, and I must mention this because this is a historic day, and definitely we must recognize those who have paved the way for what we are doing here today. I would like for Prince Adenugba to please be upstanding, sir, as we all appreciate him. I'll tell you why I'm mentioning him specially. So Prince Adenugba was a council member for many years. In fact, different times he chaired so many significant committees of the Institute. But I also want to say to this distinguished audience that Prince Adenugba laid the foundation of the current building. So thank you very much, Prince Adenugba, and may God continue to use you for great and mighty things. Please take your seat, sir. Thank you. As I conclude, distinguished audience, it is indeed to the glory of God that we are all standing here today alive and well to witness this momentous occasion. As at yesterday, just to say that I am also delighted and privileged to be standing before you this morning, and I'll tell you why. So we've been in Abuja all through the week for stakeholder engagements, and we had the return flight last night for about 6:55. And then the airline, I won't mention their names, I don't demarcate them. And then the airline sent us an email to say, we will now depart at 10 p.m. I said 10 p.m. And we're just praying that we hope that they will not cancel eventually. Eventually, we took off at about 10:35, 10:40, and we landed in Lagos 11:45. I said, devil, you're a liar. I must be here to give this speech and this address this morning, because I can imagine if anything had happened and we couldn't take off or something, it wouldn't have been so easy to be here this morning. So ultimately, grateful to God. Ultimately, our thanksgiving to Him who has made this day possible. Once again, I thank you all for gracing this historic occasion of the sod turning of ICSAN's new National Secretariat Building project, and I count on your support and kind gestures in cash and kind to make this dream a reality. Thank you, everyone, for your support. For your support. We can't thank you enough. I wish us a fantastic sod turning ceremony. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Ma. Once again, let's give her a big round of applause. We appreciate you so much, Ma. Okay, so we'll be going for the presentation from our contractors and our consultant. However, before I call them, I also want our guests, distinguished guests that are with us this morning to get ready. We'll be taking goodwill messages from you just after the brief presentation from our contractor. Here seated with us this morning, we have our QS on the project. We have our main contractor on the project. We have our MEP team. And then we also have our consultant. But because of time, we'll not be able to take all of them. So a representative of our consultant will be coming forward. You see this design, this model behind me here. It will tell us where the offices are, where the conference room will be, where the eating area will be, where the car park and all the rest will be, and all other technical aspects of the building. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put hands together for QS Adeoti Abbas, who is representing all of the team constructing this building. Again, let's put hands together for him, please. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, Madam President and the council member, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adeoti Abbas, MNQS, RQS. We like to just mention the consultant on the project, the architect, Craftwork Creation Limited is a project architect, while the land consult is a structural engineer consultant, MEP consultant, which is mechanical and electrical consultant, more and more. And QS Adeoti Abbas is representing Exact Cost, which is project cost. Project QS. We need to just introduce and the proposed inside secretariat. We need to explain the concept and the proposed building, which is office building. The office building, we have about 3 segments. The first segment is administrative. The second one, which is commercial, with the third one is academic. And the first one, which is commercial, which is lettable area, is ground. And the total floor, total site layout of the project is about 3,400 and something square meter. While the ground floor for the main building, it has a slurry building, like a generator house and the gatehouse. And the total floor area for the ground floor of the proposed building is about 900 and something square meter. While the first floor is 1,212 square meter. The third floor is about 1,225 square meter. And the ground floor and the first floor is lettable area for the commercial purpose, while the third floor and the second floor is for the Eastern Secretariat and the commercial and the what's it called, library academic area. We have all that. All is can be, we use collapsible foldable structural element in order for us to have an open wided hall. If you want a large hall, you just collapse the foldable door. We have foldable partitioning over there. And the car park, we all see the car park is adequate for the proposed project because we know the area we find ourselves in a, what's it called, Alausa area. Most of the commercial places, they have the challenges of the car park. We provide the adequate car park area for the project. We need to thank the member of the council for giving us the opportunity to be here to present what we have, and we thank the Fortuna contractor for creating time and give input on this proposed project. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Okay, thank you so very much for that brief presentation. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be calling for goodwill messages, and then we'll first be taking the representative of the president of Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria, Mrs. Oluwatoyin Naiwo, FCIPM, Registrar, CEO, CIPM. A round of applause for her, please.
Good morning. Good morning, Madam President of the Institute of Chartered Secretaries of Nigeria. All protocols duly observed. My name is Oluwatoyin, and I stand here on behalf of the President and Chairman of the Governing Council, Malam Ahmed Ladan Gabriel, FCIPM, who couldn't make it today, and he sends us sincere apologies and asks that I represent him. Awesome. I think for me, it reminds me of when we had our groundbreaking ceremony for the extension of our Millennium Building in 2014. And we're so proud of what you've done so far. And we're so proud of the fact it's a huge project to take on in these economic times and realities that we're facing. But we trust that with God, you'll be able to do it, and with the support of all the members. And for us, as an institute like yourself, it only goes to show that you value your members and you are continuously committed to delivering huge values to the members of the institute. So I would like to say, on behalf of the President and Chairman of the Governing Council, very big congratulations, and we wish you all the best. Congratulations on this groundbreaking ceremony.
Thank you so much, Ms. Oluwatoyin. I also, before we proceed for other goodwill messages, I want to recognize our members online. Mr. Andy Amos, FCIS, we recognize you. Ms. Ronke Opajobi, FCIS, we recognize you, online guest. We have Mrs. Marilyn Eze, FCIS, she's online with us. And also we have Mr. Temitayo Ogunmola, representative of Vertebra Limited. We recognize your presence with us this morning. Okay, so we move on with the goodwill messages. And now we'll call on the Accountant General of Lagos State, Dr. Muritala Abiodun, ACIS. You're welcome, sir.
I'm FCIS.
I'm sorry. FCIS.
Anyway, I'm not in waiting. That's the truth. Anyway, good morning, everyone. I'd like to congratulate Madam President, the members of council. This is indeed a great one. And I am proud to say I'm a member of the Institute. There is no doubt the learnings that I got from the Institute has helped me, and I can assure you that I will continue to talk well about ICSAN and do my best to ensure that everything is well with the project as proposed. I just spoke with my PAMSEC now, and I said she needs to support us, and she has promised me a huge amount, which I won't mention here. You know, she's a civil servant. I won't mention it here. So when she do, I'll wait for her so that I'll double it. So I am proud. I'm proud of you, madam. It's a great one. It's happening during your time. You are very lucky. Congratulations. Congratulations to the past presidents who conceived this idea. It is indeed a laudable one. It's going to bring a lot of blessings to the Institute, and I wish you well in your future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so we'll be calling some of our leaders, past leaders, also to come and give us. Okay, also present with us this morning is one of the permanent secretaries in Lagos State Civil Service, Mrs. Alake Sanusi. Please, for recognition, can we see you, your face? Let's put hands together for her, please. Okay. As we recognize her, we also invite her to the microphone to come gently, steadily, to come and pick the microphone. Goodwill message from you, madam. A round of applause for her, please.
Good morning, Madam President, all the past presidents. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. I'm indeed very honored to be here today. Mrs. Ekundayo has never surprised me, really, you know. I see her as a very strong-willed person and always very determined, you know, when she sets out to do something. I remember when she was doing the inauguration. Was it the inauguration or investiture? Yes, I was also part of that ceremony also. And I know she's going to do great things for the Institute. And I want to congratulate everybody here to say that this is indeed a beautiful thing. And like the Accountant General had also said, we're civil servants, but we would continue to support Mrs. Ekundayo in whichever way we can. Yes, so we'll go all out and to ensure that this is a success, really. And I was also telling my colleague, Accountant General, that I may be joining the Institute very soon. So I'm proud of what you're doing, and I'm looking forward to also being a part of the success. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ma. Also seated with us here is one of our elders in the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria. We have Mr. Mike Okoye, FCIS. He's a former council member and a member of the Finance and General Purpose Committee. For recognition, sir, you are welcome. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so we proceed. We still continue with the goodwill message. Just two to go. Here, one of our past presidents who is with us, Dr. Nosike Agoke. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Nosike Agoke to the microphone for a brief remark. You're welcome, sir. A round of applause again for him as he comes to the microphone.
Thank you, my president. I'm representing who? Oh, is that so? Should have told me, I would have dodged. Anyway, my president, chairman of council, vice president, immediate past, registrar, treasurer, our past president, our revered father, I welcome you Thank you, sir. Mr. Okoye, everybody, I welcome you. It's a thing of joy to see this. When we moved in here from Ikorodu Road, and it was a rented apartment. And I recall that I had some colleagues then in Nigerian bureaus who were taking our exams. And one of them got his result when we were at Ikorodu Road. And one of them got his result when we were somewhere else. So it was like we were moving from place to place. But it was a great thing that we moved in here. The excitement we have today on this was the excitement we had the day we moved in here. You can imagine, many years ago. And I would like to believe that a time will come when we'll have another level of excitement, maybe 20 years, maybe 30 years. So I'm really delighted that this is happening. I know that this food, we started cooking it many years ago, but everybody has his or her destiny. And Madam President has hers, and it has happened during her time. And that is not to say that they've really, really worked very hard, Madam President and the Vice. The immediate past also did a lot. Past President Oguniro stepped in at a point and has helped greatly. So I would like to thank everyone who has contributed, but the thanks will not be complete yet. I will make it 60% because we still have to build it. So we still need the support of everyone to support the president and support those who will take over later, because this will not be built in 6 months. So we still need all the support that we can get. I'm really, really delighted. I have so many things to do today, but I just had to be here. And when the VP called me last night and sent a message, I said, wow, I must be here this morning. So I'm really delighted. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nosike Agoke. Ladies and gentlemen, the last goodwill message that will be taken from Baba J.A.A. Adebayo. He will be seated and he will give us the goodwill message.
Fellow Charter Secretaries, what can I say? When the federal government or the various governments of the Federation decided to award scholarship for people to study accountancy many years ago, what I counted on was what I have achieved through the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria. Well, it's been a great road. The Chartered Secretaries and Administrators are the first in the field of those responsible for corporate administration. And they have set the pace and continue to give leadership in this direction. May I also say that it is what I realized from being a charter secretary was what gave me the footstool to rest on, to apply for scholarship. And I got one to go and study accountancy, which was ACCA at the time, in England. I had made up my mind that if I didn't go to England or go abroad, I would not marry somebody who has been. And if I went, I would not marry somebody who has not been. The reason is I've been at fora where people are talking and people are saying that Lancaster, this thing, It was when the Nigeria was still under the British, and we were planning for independence. And I used to ride my bicycle. I was a little politician. I used to ride my bicycle from my office to Lagos, and it used to be freedom, freedom, everywhere there must be freedom, freedom for London, freedom for Lagos, everywhere there must be freedom, 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 everywhere there must be freedom. I love studying, and my father recognized this and gave me money to go and do whatever I could. When he then knew or realized later that where I was, I got the scholarship to go and study accountancy at Leeds College of Commerce. My classmate at the time at King's College, this is King's College, sir. I'm proud of it. My classmate, Dr. Alex Ekweme, he who does what he says he will do, gave me the go-ahead and appointed me chairman of the Governing Council of the Federal Polytechnic, Oko, which he founded as a grammar school, and would have been a university if it was not disrupted until later he became first vice president of the whole country. And we used to go and see him where he was. And one of my classmates said, I should be chairman of the group. That's King's College then. And so we went. And although as chairman, I didn't have the funds that Alex Ekweme had. Alex Ekweme's wife would prepare the food. It would go in my name as if to say I had funded it. I wasn't living under false pretenses. It was just that circumstances made it so. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so proud to be a charter secretary. It was what gave me the feeling to apply for scholarship. You probably remember that at that time, the various governments of the Federation decided to award a scholarship. And it was what gave me the CIS that I had when the thing was still under the British. And I became more like a politician in that the slogan used to be, Leeds, 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 Leeds. And I got carried away with that at the end of the day, it was that scholarship that I had. And I remember that I was asked to go and represent a classmate of mine to speak on a subject of great interest to all of us. And as a result of which, as I said, I had a scholarship. So, ladies and gentlemen, charter secretaries and administrators have a reason, have cause to hold their head anywhere and lead others in the field of governance. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. I recall when I just quietly, knelt and then talked to Baba that I was going to make a presentation, just to leak one small secret to us. Baba said, "What am I going to talk about?" I said, "Daddy, you tell us, give us historic perspective about this institute." And he said, "Okay, no problem. I should pass the microphone to him." And from the little he has said within these few minutes, You know, I was just putting certain things down while he was talking, because when you have elders around you, they will tell you, you know, what it was before and what it is now. They are a connection for us between our past and our present. And Baba was talking about when he used to ride bicycle. Can you do that in Lagos now, in Ikeja, Alausa, Coca-Cola Road, Agidingbi? Can you do that? No. Lagos was still very peaceful, quiet then. He spoke about Dr. Alex Ekweme, who happened to be, I believe, the former vice president of Nigeria. Was still Mokekere then when was when was vice president of Nigeria, and then he spoke about getting scholarship and representing some of his classmates. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, let's put hands together for Baba for that great historical perspective. Still with us online, we have Ms. Cordelia Jakpona. We are recognizing our members that are online. We also have Mr. Uche Umechia, ACIS. And here with us, we have Ms. Efosa Ewere, FCIS, Lagos State Chapter Chairman. Can we see your face, please, if you are there? Thank you so much for your presence this afternoon. All right, so we proceed further. Of papers. Okay, so we go now to the turning of the sword proper, and this will be the procession for that. We'll call on the QS and the contractor. Okay, so I just spoke briefly about our former vice president in Nigeria, and here with us we have his son, who is also a solicitor to the institute, Mr. Chief Doctor, just like his dad, Ekweme. Nice to have you here, sir. You're welcome. Okay, so we go further. That's him. That's him. Okay, so we go further now, and for the turning of the sword proper, we'll call on our president, Mrs. Fumi Ekundayo. We'll call on the vice president, that's the procession, to follow suit. We'll call on our honorary treasurer to follow suit, our immediate past president to come forward, and our past president, Dr. Nosike, please. Our other past president are with us on the high table. Please, can we step forward? Accountant General, Lagos State. Please, can you kindly step forward? Mrs. Alake, your presence here in front. While I call on the contractor and the QS also to come beside me. Registrar, please help me. There are still some. Okay. Ms. Efosa Ewere, Lagos State Chapter. Building committee member, please, can you come forward? Mr. Adenugba, please, can you come forward? Prince Adenugba. Mrs. Biola Lasende, all council member present, can you come forward for the turning of the sword? Mr. Mike Okoye, Mr. Imwichia, Mr. Ekweme, please, will also come forward. Okay, so every other person is present. CIPM, please, Ms. Oluwatoyin. We don't expect you seated. Please come join us here. All other members of the Institute, please can you just come forward? Please, ladies and gentlemen, please can you come forward? Yes, please, madam. Yes, madam. Madam, it's you. Yes. It's still you. Yes. All right.
To the glory of God and to the service of humanity and to this great institute, the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria, ICSAN, the leading professional body in Nigeria on corporate governance and corporate administration, we hereby, together with myself, the 29th President and Chairman of Council, and all the council members and all the office bearers and every well-wisher of this institute, today turn the sword and declare open the commencement of a befitting construction of a national secretariat for our great institute. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Let our president carry blood.
Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations, ICSAN. Congratulations, Madam President. Congratulations, Madam Vice President. Congratulations, all building committee members. Let's put our hands together for ourselves. Congratulations. We picked the date. God approved the day. And here we are this afternoon celebrating the beginning, the genesis, groundbreaking, turning of the sword of the National Secretariat of Institute of Chartered Secretary and Administrator of Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, congratulations, and congratulations to every one of us present this morning. Please, let's have our seats. Let's have our seats. Cameraman, let's have our seats. We have a slot for photo shoot. Let's have our seats, because we still have some other meetings slated for today. Let's have our seats, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we proceed further. Please, I want everybody to be seated before we take this next line. We'll finish in the next 5 to 7 minutes. Please, let's take our seats. So we'll call on our Vice President and Chairman of the Building Committee, Mrs. Uto Upani, FCIS. Madam. I am too excited. You're welcome.
No, he knows how we do it. Something must drop. Good morning once again, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. If they were to cut my heart open right now, what you would find would be just absolute delight and joy. And I believe I speak on behalf of everyone here, because today is such a historic day in the life of our institute, a wonderful milestone that we will all remember. Because I know the AGM is meant to have started about 19 minutes ago, but we have to say thank you. And so I will not, in the interest of time, I'll try and run through as quickly as possible. So if my voice sounds like those videos you play at 2 times the speed, please forgive me. And so on behalf of the governing council of our institute, that is ably led by our president and chairman of council, Mrs. Fumi Ekundayo, FCIS. That clap should be more than that. I want to thank everyone once again for taking out time this morning. And first and foremost, I want to thank God. When I woke up this morning, some of us will remember the prediction for today. And I kept looking outside the window at 5 a.m. I wonder what I thought I would see. And it's almost like I'm seated next to our Father in heaven saying, please, not a drop of rain. And he has honored us today up till this time. Wonderful weather, not too hot, just refreshing enough for us to get through today. So first and foremost, all glory, all honor be to the Almighty Father that has made today possible, and that has also made it possible for all of us to come out in good health. So thank you, Lord. I also want to acknowledge all the office bearers who are here. Our IPP came pretty early, and the honorary treasurer, by the time we called, he said he was already here. I think the three of us were tagging each other wherever we were to get here on time, because we have a tradition of starting on time. When we say it's 10, it should be 10. So thank you very much for showing up and for your participation. I want to acknowledge our fathers in the Institute, because without them we would not be here today. We stand on several shoulders, and I want to use Baba Adebayo, who has taken us down memory lane. For some of us, I think we need to sit next to him. I love sitting next to him at conferences because his energy and his keen interest in what is going on is simply incredible. So thank you very much, sir. And to Pipi Agoke, who is here, also our IPP. I remember what he told me when I started my journey as chairman of building committee. And he said, this building must come. So IPP, the building is here. So thank you very much, sir. As the president calls him, Omoba Taiwo Benga Owokolade, FCIS. Thank you for being present and for your support. Dr. Agoke, thank you very much. Prince Adenigba, thank you very much. Chief Okoye, one of the first individuals who talked to me about the building when I first joined the council was Pa Okoye. So leading up to this week, he has spoken to me like 2 times to be sure that he's here. And I thank God that he's here today. Thank you exceptionally well, sir, because I know that at this stage in your life, it's not easy to step out. I want to thank the Accountant General of Lagos State. Thank you very much. I want to also thank the Permanent Secretary, Debt Management Office, ma'am. Thank you very much for your presence. You came out and you've even kick-started what we're looking for. And so we know that the rest will come. I want to thank all the council members who are present, who were all introduced, and particularly our elder, who flew in all the way from Abuja, Elder P. Thank you. He was with us from Monday till we left on Wednesday, and he's here again today. Thank you very much. And I acknowledge all the council members. I can see Mrs. Shadare, Mrs. Onofeli, Honorable Odiadi, as I call her, and my sister Biola Laseinde. I can see I am not introducing veteran elder. I will thank him later when we thank building committee members. I just want to be sure I haven't missed. And there are people online. I know Pipi Ayeku is online, Pipi Kolawole is online, and others. I want to thank our consultants. In fact, one particular gentleman who is in Canada, he gets up, our design consultant, Tayo Adetunji, I must acknowledge him specially. No matter what time it is you call him, he will honor that call. When he was in Nigeria about 2 months ago, he spent most of his time on this site. And so to Craft World Creations, thank you very much. They have a representative here. And to our other consultants, Exactcourse, Lance Consult, and last, and the people who are going to take over this site and make sure that this building goes from the foundation to the top, are contractors, Fortuna Limited. Please clap very well. The chairman and the CEO are both here. They have been incredibly supportive. Yesterday, if you see the speed with which they rushed to make sure that today would happen, that we would get here. So thank you very much, sirs. Thank you for your cooperation. I saved the building committee members for the last, because these gentlemen and ladies have worked incredibly hard. Incredibly hard. So please stand up for another acknowledgement and applause. Honorable Justice Oluyinka Gbajabiamila. In fact, I keep reminding this gentleman that his work has started now, and that is my brother, Mr. Tajuddin Ahmed, because he's the sub-chair of the fundraising committee of the building committee. Elder Togunde, who also is a member of that subcommittee. Thank you very much. Honorable Justice was one of those who was here on Wednesday in a negotiation meeting with the consultants. That's to tell you how hard they have worked. And I believe those are the members here. Moderator for today is a member of the building committee, Mr. Ayodeji Ojo Omoniyi. He is the chairman of the subcommittee on the turning of the sword ceremony, and he has done his job exceptionally well. And so he will continue to be the site monitoring committee sub-chair. We have changed the name of your committee. I tell you, this list would not be complete without mentioning our advisor, P.P. Oguniron, who is not here. In fact, Wednesday he led the ICSAN delegation at the negotiation ceremony. I do not know the words to use to articulate the kind of support and guidance that we have received from P.P. Oguniron. From the beginning of our journey, he has been incredibly supportive. Incredibly, no matter what time. Unfortunately, today he had to be in Abuja. But last night, he's given so much support to the committee. And all the other distinguished members of the committee who are not here, I really want to thank them. I missed Ms. I stepped out briefly, she's here. And because the publicity for this event, her committee was responsible for making sure that we were able to get. And to the representatives of other professional bodies who are here, we thank you. I particularly like that CIPM was here because they started and completed their building. And so we are confident that because they have a representative here, that as we have started, we will also complete even faster to the glory of our Father. I believe my job ends by thanking every member of the Institute. The registrar CEO and his staff, I was telling the DR Ops that I have traumatized her over the course of the past 2 weeks, because check here, check there, are we ready, are we set? And so thank you very much to all the staff of the Institute. The next step is to bring the funds. And we ask every member, every friend, every well-wisher, everyone, your family members, bring them. Tap into this. When you build for this sort of institute, you know that you will also do for yourself. And so I pray that this journey that we've started together, that it will be concluded and we will all come out and sit like this with joy when we actually commission the building and enter. And I pray that all of us who are here will also be there on the day of the commissioning. On that note, please let me do what I always do to remind you of our other programs. Today, immediately when we leave here, after the photo session, we have our AGM. And next week, we're in the serene city of Uyo for our public lecture. So please join us. We hope that you can make it physically. If you are not, please join us virtually. And then please, we will be sending out information about our other programs. We ask you to participate and don't be a number at ICSAN. ICSAN encourages all its members to be active participants and very active governance professionals. On that note, Madam President, I want to congratulate you on this milestone that you have achieved. I pray that even as you have started, we will complete it. Together with all hands of every member of ICSAN, we will complete this project to the glory of our Almighty Father. Amen.
Thank you very much, dear Vice President and Chairman Building Committee. Please, before we take the national anthem, I'll call on the President to step forward, Vice President, Treasurer, High PP and Registrar for a photo session. We are doing all this within 2-3 minutes, please. I thought, okay. Okay. Both sides. Okay, so let's just, photographers, please get ready. And then Lagos State representative, you just get ready after this session to join them. Okay, so Lagos State representative, please can you step forward to join them? You can join them. Okay, council members. Please, can we come forward to join them? Council member, yes, please come. Council members, now. Council members, council member, council members, please, our dear past presidents, if you are there, please, can we rise up to join them right now? Past presidents. Past presidents. Past presidents. Okay, thank you. Building committee members, get ready after this. Oh, this one. Please, construction team, 4 of you, please. Help us move this. Okay, so building committee members now. Please, can we take a rise? Building committee members. I'm one of them, so I need to, let me patch. Building committee member. Oh yeah. Quickly. Contractors, consultant, get ready. Contract. Contractors, consultants. Vatipra is joining, please. Okay, Lagos State Chapter Chairman, please, quickly. And legal advisor, Chief Equipment, please. Other professional bodies, CIPM, CITN, NIQS, please quickly. Please come. We have just 60 seconds left to take the national anthem. Quickly. Yes, CIPM. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, secretarial staff, quickly, please. All secretarial staff. Secretarial staff. Okay, you join. Don't worry. Just join. Secretarial staff, please hold on for them. They are. Please go to the other side so that we can see you in the photo. So lastly, our president, our vice president, the treasurer, the registrar will just move towards Baba. Then we'll have the photo session with him. They have. We've called them. Yeah, we've called them. Okay, so we now will proceed. Our president, our vice president, treasurer, proceed to Baba Digba and Baba Okoye for another session. Okay, they're already there. Okay. I think that's all. Ma, we done? Oh, I thought we had called you. All ICSAM members, can we come towards the flex banner here? Let's come towards ICSAM. It's not others who ICSAM members. It's not others who. ICSAN, prestigious ICSAN members, esteemed and distinguished ICSAM members. All ICSAM members, all distinguished ICSAM members. No, I think just four is okay. No? Okay. CFO. Ah. For you to capture them. Yes, we can. Please, consultant contractor, help us shift this. They said they cannot capture everybody. Just towards this side. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, congratulations to every one of us. Please, let's return back to our seats as we take Okay, so please let's return back to our seats. Just 60 seconds to go. We go for our closing prayers now. Can we all rise up as we call on Mr. Ahmed Tajuddin to lead us in closing prayer, and then we'll take national anthem after immediately.
My friend, Mr. Ojo Money, thanks for the setup. Shall we pray, please? I seek refuge from Satan, their cost, as I start to pray today, to thank God for a momentous occasion that we just ended. We thank God for giving the wherewithal to our past presidents, past members of council, to have had the vision to start this project. As we're doing this under the leadership of our President Chairman of Council, Mrs. Fumi Ekunda, FCIS, we thank God for our life, for the leadership shared, endured in the Institute over the years. And now that you have done this under our leadership, may we have the cause to thank you at the end of this. As we started the turning of the sword, may we not miss any one of us on the day the commission is going to happen. May it be said that on the day we did the turning of the sword was a positive development for this institute for good, and greater things shall happen to us by the special grace of God. Amen.
Thank you so much. As we prepare to take the national anthem, we also have present with us Mrs. Nkechi Onyeso, FCIS Council member. Please, where are you? Wave to us if you are there somewhere. Okay. Thank you very much. National anthem, please.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign fatherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hang on to our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
Congratulations once again to every one of us. Big congratulations to ICSAN, Institute of Chartered Secretary and Administrators of Nigeria. Thank you for coming, everyone. We appreciate you.